Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, deliver us from the wicked one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, deliver us from the wicked one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is, oh yeah, the kingdom and the power and the glory, oh yeah, forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth,
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as it is on earth. It's like on earth as it is in Shamayim. All praises to the Father. And Shabbat Shalom, Mishpachah. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. You are live and direct with your Akazaki Yahoo. And once again, I give in all praise, honor, and great esteem to the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom Wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together. And we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm joined this afternoon by my most esteemed Akiranaya. Shabbat Shalom once again, Aki.
Shabbat Shalom, Maki. Shabbaton Yasharal. Kwam Yasharala.
Rise Yisrael, yes indeed. Praises to the Father for another Sabbath Yom. And happy Sabbath to all the brothers and sisters of Israel, those who are keeping the Sabbath and walking in the way that the Most High have designated for us to walk. Shout out to the brothers out on the corners, bringing awareness to the people, lifting up the children of Israel, pointing out righteousness and wickedness in the land. And man, shout out to everybody in the nation. So good to be here. Another Sabbath Yom. We don't take it for granted. We certainly don't take it lightly. We are back in the book of Ezra, First Ezra. We're going to finish up First Ezra, and we're going to get started into Second Ezra. So let's get directly to it, live and direct. The book of First Ezra, chapter number 6. Good recap yesterday, and great getting into the how the continuing of the building of the nation, the rebuilding of the nation went. We know the Chaldeans, the Babylonians, they came in and destroyed Jerusalem, and destroyed it horribly. And the Most High had ordained that the brothers would go back and rebuild it after 70 years. And he used the evil king to do so. And they did. Even though he tried to pull it back, he ended up giving them more than he initially gave them. So that's what we read yesterday. And we're going to pick up chapter number 6 here, verse 1. Now, in the second year of the reign of the king of Persia,
Argius.
yes, Argius. Okay, I didn't know if that was a part of his name or something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that, but usually it'd be a comma. But I've noticed that a couple of times it kind of just goes straight in without the comma.
Okay. Yeah, that might be just how they had it written here. We'll see if we can find another source on this. But either way, continuing, it says, and Zacharias, the son of Abido, the prophet, profited unto the Yahudim in Judea and Jerusalem in the name of Yahuwah, power of Israel, which was upon them. And then stood up Zerubbabel, the son of Salatiel, and Yahushua, the son of Jehozadak, began to build the house of Yahuwah at Jerusalem. The prophets of Yahuwah being with them and helping them. At the same time came unto them
Evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say the governor. Okay, look almost like sinners.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the governor of Syria and Phoenicians, with another name that I'm not going to try to pronounce, and his companions, and said unto them, by whose appointment do you build the house and this roof, and perform all of the other things? And who are the workmen that perform these things? Nevertheless, the elders of the Yahudim obtained favor because Yahuwah had visited the captivity, and they were not hindered from building until such time as signification was given unto the king of
Persia.
Persia. My goodness. Look, I got everybody's name in my head except for Persia. I was going to say Assyria. I was going to say Babylon. I can't even think of who this dude is. Okay, anyway. Concerning them, and an answer received. Verse 7. A copy of the letters which that governor of Syria and Phoenicia and his henchmen and their companions ruled in Syria and Phoenicia, wrote unto King of Persia, and to basically saying to the King of Persia, greetings. Let all know that unto our master the king that became into the country of Judea and entered into the city of Jerusalem, we found the city of Jerusalem, the ancient of the Yahudim that were in the captivity, building the house of Yahuwah, great and new, and hewed the costly stones and the timber already laid upon the walls. So we read yesterday that that the king of that the king had ordered wood be sent, that cedar wood be sent from Lebanon.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they had it, and they were definitely doing some great work. I wonder what Lebanon looked like because it always mentions that cedar coming from there. I'm guessing that's the only place it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Was probably a very wooded area. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, you look at a map now, and that area looks like it's all desert. But
Wow.
evidently, at one point, it was had to have a bunch of wood.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. All right, continuing, verse 10. And these works were done with great speed, and the works goeth prosperous in their hands, and with all glory and diligence is it made. Then as we, these elders, saying, by whose commandment build you this house? And they laid the foundation of the works. Therefore, to the intent they it's like to the intent that we might give knowledge unto you by writing, we demand of them who were the chief doers, and we require of them the name and writing of the principal men. So, and he also told them, he also gave them a writing, basically saying nobody was to hinder them, period.
Mm-hmm.
Even commanding the children of Edom to leave. Those who had came in, he commanded them to leave.
And gave and also made the commandment where they were to get yearly offerings.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, he put all that in writing. That was after the brother Yerubabel
Mm-hmm.
had broken down the wisdom, and once he saw that, he was like, "This is it. This is obviously what I'm supposed to be doing." So, continuing verse 13. So they gave us an answer. We are the servants of Yahuwah, which which made Shamaim and Eretz. And as for this house, it is built many years ago by the king of Israel, great and strong, and was finished. But when our fathers provoked the Most High unto wrath and sinned against Yahuwah of Israel, which was in the Shamaim, he gave them over to the power of the evil king of Babylon and the Chaldeans, who pulled down the house and burned it and carried away the people captive unto Babylon. But in the first year of the king of Persia reigned over the country of Babylon, the king of Persia wrote to build up the house. And the Kodesh, the set apart vessels of gold and silver that the evil king of Babylon had carried away out of the house of Jerusalem and set up in his own temple, the king of Persia uh, commanded that they were brought forth again unto the temple uh, at Babylon and were delivered by Zerubbabel uh, unto the ruler of that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Verse 19, which commanded that such carried away the same vessels and put them in the temple at Jerusalem, and that the temple of Yahuwah should be built in its place. And that same governor, being come hither, laid the foundation of the house of Yahuwah at Jerusalem, and from that time to this being still a building, it is not yet fully ended. Now, therefore, if it should seem good to the king, let search be made among the records of the king of Slaki, of Persia,
Mm-hmm.
and if it be found that the building of the house of Yahuwah at Jerusalem had been done with the consent of the king of Syria, I don't know why I keep saying Syria, of Persia, And if our master, the king, be so minded, let him signify unto us thereof. Then commanded the king of Persia to seek among the records of Babylon, and so at Ekbek Ekbektan
Ekbektan.
Ekbektan Slaki. I was like A-N-E. I'm like Khan Talaki. The palace, which is in the country of Media, there were found a roll wherein these things were recorded. They even pulled the roll out. Verse 24. In the first year of the reign of Syria of the king of Persia, he commanded that the house of Yahuwah at Jerusalem should be built again, where they do sacrifice and continual fire. Sacrifice, Salaki, with continual fire, whose height should be 60 cubits and breadth 60 cubits, and 3 rows of hewed stones, and 1 row of new wood of that country, and an expense thereof to be given out of the house of King Cyrus. Dang it. Of I didn't mean to say that. The king of Syria. You know what I'm trying to say. Not Syria, but Persia. My goodness. I guess I'm seeing that C and it's making me say I'm relating that to that country. Verse 26. Now that the set apart vessels in the house of Yahuwah, both gold and silver, that the evil king of Babylon had taken from the house at Jerusalem and brought to Babylon, should be restored to the house at Jerusalem and be set in the place where they were before. And he commanded that that governor of, that's why I keep saying Syria, and Phoenician, that same governor and their companions, and those who were appointed rulers of Syria and Phoenicia should be careful not to meddle with the space, but suffer Zerubbabel, the servant of Yahuwah, the governor of Judea, and the elders of the Yahudim to build the house of Yahuwah in that place. And he commanded also to build it up while again, it's like a whole again, and that they look diligently to help those that be in the captivity of the Yahudim, till the house of Yahuwah be finished. And out of the tribute of I don't know what that is.
It's Kelio or Celio Syria.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, indeed. That's why I was trying not to say it.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure, but it's pretty much the land of Canaan, like that whole portion.
Kind. I got you. Told and Phoenicians, a portion, careful to be given these men for the sacrifice of Yahuwah, that is to Zerubbabel, the governor, the bullocks and rams and lambs, and the corn also, salt, wine, and oil, and that continually every year without further question, Salakia, according as the priests that be at Jerusalem shall signify to be daily sent. Like they get everything they need on a daily basis. Man, that is is amazing. To make a foreigner, make sure we got what we need to sacrifice unto him. I mean, that's wow.
And the grace of the Abba.
Indeed. That is phenomenal. Verse 31. But consider at the same time, he's doing this because when we had the dominion, we messed it up. And we was doing everything but. So now he done appointed this foreigner over us to make sure that we're doing it properly.
Mhm.
And that's a doggone shame that he had to do it that way. Not no shame on him, it's a shame on us because we was
Con.
the ones going off, you know. And we wonder why here we are yet this day in the land of our captivity. And because when we had dominion, we decided to do everything but. So yeah,
Con.
continue. Yeah. That's a lesson to be learned. That's a lesson to be learned. That's what we're reading here. When you had the ability to do it yourself, you muddied it up so much that he put a foreigner in charge of it, and now it's being done the right way.
Mhm.
So, yeah, think about that. Verse 31, that offerings may be made to the Most High power for the king and for his children, and that they may pray for their lives. Verse 32, and he commanded that whosoever should transgress, yea, or make light of anything afore spoken or written out of his own house, should the tree be taken, and he therein be hanged, and all his goods seized for the king. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wow. So the king's commandment is that whosoever in Judea and Jerusalem is going to transgress the commandments of, let me read it exactly. Whoso should transgress, yea, or make light of anything therefore spoken or written. We know what's written, and we know what was spoken too, because they was talking about how it'd be great to get back to where they were,
Mhm.
and having their own setup again, because they've been in this captivity. But guess what? You messed that up. We'd have messed that up. I don't want to separate myself. We'd have messed that up. Out of his own house, he should be taken. The tree should be taken, and he thereon be hanged, and all his goods seized for the king. Now, the significance of that hanging, we know in Torah, it is said that curses any man that hang on the tree.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that man will be cursed, basically. Verse 33, Yahuwah therefore, whose name is called upon, utterly destroyed every king and nation that stretched out their hand to hinder or in damage that house of Yahuwah in Jerusalem. The king of uh, Persia had ordained that according to these things, it be done with diligence. So, continue, verse chapter 7. It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 7, verse 1. Then the governor of, uh, we're not going to skip that too, and Phoenicia. Oh, well, that's a location there.
Yeah, Con.
But it
It's
still could be,
Syria and Phineas.
yeah, Syria, Phoenicia. That still could be some pagan. I'm going to skip this one. And their companions followed the commandments of the king, did very carefully oversee the set apart works assigned to the ancient of the Yahudim and the governors of the temple. And so the Kodesh works prospered, and Agus and Zechariah the prophet prophesied. When Agus and Zechariah the prophets prophesied. So
Mhm.
yeah, they're getting it done, they're getting it accomplished. Verse 4. And they finished these things by the commandment of Yahuwah, power of Israel. And when the consent of the king um, and the king of Persia, yeah,
Mhm.
verse 5. And thus was the Kodesh house finished, and the 3 and 30 days of the month of Adar, and the 6th year of the king of Persia. So it took them from the second year to the 6th year. So they did it in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I bet it was extravagant, all things considered. Because when Solomon built it, I'm trying to remember, I can't remember exactly. How long did it say? You recall how long it was? I know his house, he built his house for longer. So his house was more, I'm sure, extravagant than.
Yeah, indeed, because it had, all of these hallways, equal-sided hallways
Yes.
and pavilions and porches.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't remember exactly how long it took for them to complete it.
Yeah, I don't recall either. That's okay. We'll continue here. Verse 6. And children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and others that were of the captivity that were added unto them, did according to the things written in the book of Moshe. And the dedication of the temple of Yahuwah was offered, and 100 bullock, 200 ram, and 100 lamb, and 400 lambs. Slaki. I read that wrong at the beginning. Let me read that part again. Verse 7. And the Hanukkah of the temple of Yahuwah they offered, and 100 bullock, 200 ram, and 400 lamb. So yeah, that was the Hanukkah of the temple that they were doing. Continuing verse 8. And 12 goats for sins of all Israel, according to the number of the chief of the tribes of Israel. The priests also and the Levites stood array in their vestments, according to their kindreds, in the service of Yahuwah, power of Israel, according to the book of Moshe, and the porters at every gate. And the children of Israel that were in the captivity held the Passover, or the Pesach, the 14th day of the first month, after the priests and the Levites were sanctified. And they that were of the captivity were not all sanctified together, but the Levites were all sanctified together. And so they offered the Pesach for all of them of the captivity, and for the brethren, the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Israel that came out of captivity did eat, even all that were separated themselves from the abomination of the people of the land, and sought Yahuwah. And they kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days, making merry before Yahuwah, and that he had turned the counsel of the king of Assyria towards them, to strengthen their hands in the work of Yahuwah, power of Israel. All praise to the Father.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And he could turn it around. There's nothing for him to do it. I mean, all he got to do is this thing don't want to go forward. Oh, it's moving. All right, here we go. There's nothing for him. He just make it happen like it had to be. All right, continuing the book of First Ezra, chapter number 8 and verse number 1. And after these things, then the king of Persia reigned, came Esdras, son of Sirius. Sarias. Okay, I was close. The son of Ezrias,
Mm-hmm.
the son of Hilkiah, the son of Shalom. Or that's not a shot. That's Salum.
Mm-hmm.
Salum. Okay, kind. All right. The son of, oh boy, here we go.
The doc.
Sadak, the son of Abitab,
October.
Octos.
Good brother.
Okay, kind.
That's what that means. Good
Good
brother.
brother. October, yeah. Kind. Yeah, should October, yeah. All right, the son of
Amarius.
Amarius, the son of Isaias. Isas.
Isaiah.
Isaias. Okay. Tolaki. The son of Miramoth, the son of Zacharias, the son of Silvas, the son of Bokar, Bokar,
Mm-hmm.
Kar, the son of Abasam, the son of Phineas, the son of Eleazar, or Eleazar, the son of Aharon, the chief priest. Uh, this Esdras went up from Babylon uh, as a scribe, being very ready to follow the law of Moshe that was given by the power of Israel. And the king did him honor, and he found grace in his sight in all his requests. There when he there when he, there went up with him also certain of the children of Israel from the priests of the Levites and the set apart singers, porters, and ministers of the temple unto Jerusalem. In the 7th year of the reign of that king, in the 5th month, the king of 70, the king's 7 years, uh, for they went from Babylon in the first day of the first month and came to Jerusalem according to the prosperous journey which Yahuwah gave them. For Esdras had very great skill, so that he uh, amended,
Omitted
omitted, Slakia, omitted everything in the
or
law of,
nothing.
Slakia, amended nothing in the law of commandments of Yahuwah, but taught all of Israel the ordinances and judgments. All
Mm-hmm.
right. I was just reading that completely backwards. I don't know what I was doing. Slakia. Told Hakim. Verse 8. Now the copy of the commission which was written of the king came to Esdras the priest and the reader of the law of Yahuwah is this that follow. The king unto Esdras the priest, reader of the law of Yahuwah, send greetings, having determined to deal graciously. I have given order that such a nation of Yahudim and the priests of the Levites, being within our realm, as are willing and desirous to go with you unto Jerusalem. Verse 12, verse 11. As many therefore as have mind to do unto thereunto, let him depart with you, as it has seemed good both to me and my 7 friends, the counselors, and they might that they may look unto the affairs of Judea and Jerusalem agreeably to that which is in the law of Yahuwah. So, trying to understand what he's putting forth here. Let me take a look back here. So basically, he's ordaining for the people to be able to go back with Ezra as as they see fit, if they desire. He's not making them go, but if they decide they wanted to go, then they're able to go. So I wonder how many stayed back. We know probably the majority went,
Mm-hmm.
but Israel knuckleheads. So I know some of them were like, I'm staying here in uh, Persia. We know what happened with Mordecai in Persia. Matter of fact, ironically, wasn't he made like the governor?
Khan, well, I don't remember if he was made the governor. I know that he was given a position of esteem,
Yeah.
and this would have been somewhere around the same time.
Right. Huh. But it didn't name the king in that book. It just called him the king.
Uh,
I don't think it said his name.
I think he is named in it.
Oh, is it? It's the
Yeah,
same
let
one?
me. Pretty sure.
I don't recall it. I don't recall it. I may be wrong. I could be wrong. But was it the same king? That D word?
Yeah, I want to say it was his father.
Oh, it was his father before him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Let me make sure. But
I don't recall that. I'm not above being wrong, but I didn't recall that one.
actually actually it's the same king. He's just given a different name in the scripts. And actually it might not be, because go to if you got time, I go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Esther chapter 3, uh verse 1.
That's the 3-1. Okay.
And you'll see what I mean when we look at his name.
Promoted. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. It did show. Okay, my bad. I
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't recall that king.
And then see, I was looking at it in the blue letter,
Uh-huh.
and it says that probably is Xeres, which is the name that we haven't been saying, but
Uh-huh.
the only difference is the one that we're reading about today has a before it has that Xeres.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm not sure if it's the same person or not. I want to say that I've been told that this is the father of the king that we're reading about today.
Okay, fine.
But I could be wrong.
No, that sounds reasonable. Let me see. Where you finding that at?
That's Esther. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I
And,
didn't
and
recall that. So
and see, it says probably. You see that probably that be you see that Xeres.
oh yeah.
So the name that we're reading today is the same name, but it's got a few letters before that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I didn't recall that, but yeah, it's right there. All right. Praise to the Father. So let's continue. I think I left off at chapter 12 or verse 12. It says, is the book of First Ezra, chapter number 8 and verse 12. It says, and they may look unto the affairs of Judea and Jerusalem agreeably to that which is in the law of Yahuwah. Verse 13, and carry the gifts unto Yahuwah of Israel to Jerusalem, which I and my friends have vowed, and all the gold and silver that in the country of Babylon could be found to the Adonai of Jerusalem. So when the Medo-Persians came in, they destroyed the Babylonians, right? Or the Chaldeans.
Yeah, Khan, which
Okay.
would have been the Babylonian kingdom. Khan.
Okay. Yeah, so they destroyed them. So all the king of because the original king who did the invasion, he was done already. He had already died. But when his son decided to do the drink the vessels, that's when that hand wrote on the wall and was like, "Look, it's a wrap for you, buddy."
Yeah, you're gonna die tonight.
Yeah, yeah, it's a wrap for you. You done sealed yourself messing with my stuff. All right, continuing. Verse 14. With that also, which was given to the people of the temple of Yahuwah, their power at Jerusalem, and that silver and gold may be collected from the bullocks, rams, and lambs, and things thereunto appertaining, like it. Verse 15. To the end that they may offer sacrifice unto Yahuwah upon the altar of Yahuwah, their power, which is in Jerusalem. And whatsoever uh, you and your brethren will do with the silver and gold, that do according to the will of your power. Man, that's amazing. I mean, that's like Abba just showing like, I don't need y'all to do this. I can do it on my own. I'll let these heathens make y'all do it. Man, verse 17. And the Kodesh vessels of Yahuwah, which are given you for the use of the temple of Yahuwah, which is in Jerusalem, you shall be set, like you shall set before you your power at Jerusalem, or in Jerusalem. Like. So, yeah, understanding that and understanding all of this, like, man, it should be no surprise that the Abba have orchestrated things in the manner that he did, giving us, I mean, talking about this captivity, giving us, a lot of us, over to the religion of Christianity, and, making us believe things that are not accurate, and even having them write about it, that they laid open the books of the law, or they sought to paint their own image. I think that's Maccabees, isn't it?
I think so.
I believe so, yeah. Okay. So we'll continue here. Verse 18. And whatsoever thing else you shall remember for the use of the temple of your power, you shall give it out of the king's treasure. I mean, he is completely orchestrated this thing. And I, the king, have also commanded the keeper of the treasure of Syria and Phoenicia, that whosoever Ezra the priest and the reader of the law of the Most High power shall send for, they should give it him with speed. So don't only just do it expeditiously, do it with haste. Make it happen. Don't make me have to come back and get on y'all for that. Verse 20. To the sum of 100 talents of silver, likewise, also the wheat, even to 100 cores, and 100 pence of wine, or it's like 100 pieces of wine, and other things in abundance. Not little things, but give them abundance. Verse 21. Let all things be performed after the law of the Most High, diligently unto the Most High power, that wrath come not upon the kingdom and the king of his sons. So yeah, that's what that's how he's got them to moving so quick, because he's saying, hey, you see what they did to Jerusalem. We don't want them doing that we don't want them doing that to us. So give them what they need. Verse 22. I command you also that you require no tax, nor any other imposition of any of the priests or Levites or set apart singers or porters or ministers of the temple, or of any that have doings in this temple, or that no man have authority to oppose anything upon them. And you, Ezra, according to the wisdom of the Most High, ordain judges and justices that they may judge in all Syria and Phoenicia all things, like all those that know the law of the Most High, and those that know it not, you shall teach. So, man, he instructed them to teach them the law. Those who don't know it, teach it to them. These are foreigners that the Most High is making them do. This is blowing me away.
I mean, it almost, like, we know that we ended up in captivity time and time again for transgressing the law, statute, and commandments.
Right.
And there's no, doubts about it, because he says that in his word. Also, along with that, though, the Abba's will is being performed.
Right.
Like he's a grand architect.
Look, we said that before, but I haven't seen the detail like this. Reading this book and getting all the details, it's like, wow. Literally. All right, continue with verse 24.
And on another note, all those kingdoms that we went into captivity were destroyed.
Yeah.
What do people think is gonna happen here? And not only here, everywhere where our people are at.
Right. Exactly. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So, wow. Verse 24. And whosoever shall transgress the law of the Most High and of the King shall be punished diligently, whether it be by death or other punishment, by penalty of money or by imprisonment. Then said Ezra the scribe, blessed be the one, blessed be the only Adonai power of my fathers. Blessed be the only Yahuwah power of my fathers, who have put these things into the heart of the king to glorify the house, his house that is in Jerusalem. Yeah, that is, it's obvious how this is happening, but it's just still wow. He didn't even need us to do it, but yeah, he's showing us I don't need y'all. I'll let these heathen make y'all, but continue in verse 26. And have honored me in the sight of the king and his counselors and his friends and nobles. Therefore was I encouraged by the help of Yahuwah my power, and gathered together men of Israel to go up with me. And these were the chiefs according to their families, and several delegates that went up with me from Babylon in the reign of the king. Of the sons of Phinehas, oh boy, he about to list them out. Of the sons of Phinehas, Gerson, the sons of Ithamar, Gamiel, and the sons of Dawid, Letuus, the son of
Zecharias.
I don't recall that one. Zephaniah, I'm sure I've seen it, but I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. Verse 30. Of the sons of Phinehas, Zacharias, and with him were counted 150 men. The sons of Moab, Elianas, the son of Zacharias, and with him 200 men. The son of Zatho, Shechanias, the son of Urias, Yezulus, I'm leaving the Z completely out, Yezulus, and with him 300 men. Of the sons of Adin, Obeth, the son of Jonathan, and with him 250 men. Of the sons of Elam, uh, Yeshias, son of Gothias, and with them 70 men. With him 70 men. Of the sons of Sephahanis, uh, Zarias, like it, son of Michael or Michael, uh, and with him 70 men, 70 men. Of the sons of Joab, Abadias, son of Uzzias, and with him 212 men. Of the son of Benid, as Lamoth, son of Yosiphius,
Yosaphias.
And with him 103 score men. Of the sons of Babe, Zacharias, son of Bebal, and with him 28 men. The son of Aztaroth, Azareth,
Astath.
Astath, like Astath, Tolaki, Johannes, son of Actan, and with him 110 men. Of the sons of Adonikim, the last, and with their names, and these are the names of them. They are so good at listing these names out. I promise. Like, Ellie, look, we have to make sure when we have another, we gotta get everybody's name. You gotta get it documented.
Okay.
We gotta make sure we're doing that because it's something we don't do. You know, we go to someplace and we don't. This is Eli Five Halet.
Eli Fillet.
Uel and Samirias. Actually, we do because they take the name at the door.
You kind of, I was thinking the same thing.
I was just thought about that. Yeah, the last time. Yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, they take it at the door. All right. And with them, 70 men. Of the sons of Bogah, Utah, the sons of Esokara, and with him 70 men. And these I gathered together to the river called Theris, which we pitched our tents 3 days, and then we surveyed them. But then I had found there were none of the priests or the Levites. I found there none of the priests or the Levites. Then sent I unto Eleazar and Adullah and Meshman and Nathan and
Masalamam.
Masamama. Wow.
Hold on, you're in verse 44, aren't you?
Right, kind.
Yeah.
Look like Mama IAS.
Oh, Salakia. Yeah, you're right. I was forward. I was reading 3 names ahead. Yeah, it's Mama Ias.
Mama Ias. Okay, kind. I was like, look like Mama Ias.
Yeah,
okay, kind. Told that. And Yorubas and Nathan, Unathan, and Zacharias, and Mo Solomon, wow. Principal men of learning. And I bade them that they should go unto uh, Sedus, the,
Uh-huh.
the captain, who was in the place of the treasury. Verse 47. And commanded them that they should speak to uh, Dad, Dadus, D-U, D-E-U-S,
Mm-hmm.
Dadus, and to the brethren, and to his brethren, and to the treasury of that place, to send us such men as might execute the priest's office in the house of Yahuwah, and by the mighty hand of our Yahuwah, they brought unto us skillful men of the sons of Malah, the sons of Levi, the sons of Israel, as Azibilah, and the sons and his brethren, whom were 18, and Azibela and Anus and Osara, Oaz,
And
Os,
almost Osias.
Osias, Salakia. Look, I'm trying to pronounce every syllable. Osias, his brother, and the sons of Chad, Chan, Chan, New,
Nuyat.
Canuius,
Mm-hmm.
and their sons were 20 men. And the servants of the temple whom Dawid had ordained, and the principal men of the service of the Levites, to whom the servants of the temple 220, the uh, catalog of whose names were shown, were shewed.
Catalog.
Right. Oh, well, I
Uh,
say catalog. Oh,
yeah.
catalog. It's like it. Of whose names were shewed. Okay, verse 50. And there I vowed to fast unto the young men before our power, uh, before our Yahuwah, to desire of him precious journey, both for us and for them that were with us, for our children, and for the cattle. For I was ashamed to ask the king's footmen and horsemen to conduct a safeguard against our adversaries. For we had said unto the king that the power of Yahuwah power should that the power of Yahuwah, our power, should be with them that seek him, to support them in all ways. And again, we besought our power, we besought our Yahuwah as touching those things, and found him favorable unto us. Then I separated 12 of the chief of the priests as,
Slakia.
oh,
You
what's that?
gone. You went silent for a second.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you. I can hear you now, but that last verse. And I don't
54?
know. It might have been on my end, but I know it
Okay,
went silent.
okay. Did you get 53?
Let's see. The last thing I heard you read was 52, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll start at 53 again. It says, and again we besought our Yahuwah as touching these things, and found him favorable unto us. Then I separated 12 of the chief of the priests, uh, as Azabars, and Azanias,
Mhm.
and 10 men of their brethren with them. And I weighed them, and I weighted them the gold and the silver and set apart vessels of the house of our Yahuwah, which the king and his council and the princes and all of Israel had given. And when I had weighed it, I delivered unto him, I have delivered unto them 605 talents of silver and silver vessels of the 100 talents, and 100 talents of gold, and 20 golden vessels, and 12 vessels of brass, even fine brass, glittering like gold. Wow. And I said unto them, both you are Kodesh unto Yahuwah. Both you are Kodesh unto Yahuwah, and the vessels are Kodesh, and the gold and the silver is a vow unto Yahuwah, Yahuwah of our fathers, or the Adonai of our fathers. Okay, that makes sense too. Verse 59. Watch you and keep them till you deliver them to the chief of the priests of the Levites and to the principal men of the families of Israel in Jerusalem unto the chamber of the house of our power. So the priests and the Levites who had received the silver and the gold and the vessels brought them unto Jerusalem, unto the temple of Yahuwah. And from the river Theres we departed the 12 days of the 12th day of the first month, and came to Jerusalem by a mighty hand of our power, of our Yahuwah, which was with us. And from the beginning of our journey, Yahuwah delivered us from every enemy, and so we came to Jerusalem. And when we had been there 3 days, the gold and the silver was delivered in the house of our power, or our Adonai, on the 4th day unto Mermoth, the priest and son of Arah. I-R-I.
I believe it's Erie.
Erie? Okay, it's like, yeah, I may be saying it.
And I'm just, it sounds I remember reading that, I want to say in the blue letter.
Okay. Con. Erie. I-R-I. That makes sense. Continuing with verse 63. And with him was Eleazar, the son of Phinehas, and with them was Joabad, the son of Usa. S-U. Usa?
Yesu.
Yesu. Slacking. Yesu. I don't know why I'm saying ooh, like it's instead of a Y.
Well, that's the sound that it does make, though. Remember that you makes that ooh sound.
Okay, Yesu. Okay, gotcha.
In Hebrew, anyway,
In Hebrew, indeed. Kind. And Meleth. Moleth, the son of Saban, Saban, Levites, all was delivered by the number and weight. And all the weight of them was written up the same hour. Moreover, they that were come out of the captivity offered sacrifice unto Yahuwah, power of Israel, even 12 bullocks for all of Israel, 16 sheep, or 16 rams, like you, 12 lambs, goats for a peace offering, 12, all of them sacrificed to Yahuwah. And they delivered the king's commandments unto the king's stewards of the governor of Caesarea and Phoenicia. And they honored the people and the temple of the Most High. Now, when these things were done, the ruler came unto me and said, the nation of Israel, the prince and the priests of the Levites, have not put away from from have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles to with the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Edomites. For both they, this is a recap of his first book. Of his book.
Indeed.
I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 70. For both they and their sons are married with their daughters, and the set apart seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of the matter, the rulers of great men have been partakers of this iniquity. And as soon as I had heard the thing, I rent my clothes and my set apart garment. I pulled off my hairs of my head and my beard, and sat down sad and very heavy. So imagine being so disgusted with a matter that you rip the hair of your head and your beard. You do that to yourself. Like, that's not even a normal thing. You got to be almost insane to do that. I mean, you got to be distraught to really do that. I mean, it's not your natural thing to hurt yourself. That's why typically somebody has to do something like that to you, not you do it to yourself. But that's how distraught Ezra was. Continue in verse 72. So all they that were then moved at the word of Yahuwah, power of Israel, assembled unto me, whistling, and I mourned for the iniquity, but I sat still, full of heaviness unto the evening sacrifice. Then rose up from the fast of my clothes, Slakia. Then rising up from the fast with my clothes and my holy garment rent, and bowed my knees, and stretched forth my hand unto Yahuwah, my hands unto Yahuwah, and said, O Yahuwah, I am confounded and ashamed before your face, for our sins are multiplied above our heads, and our ignorance have reached up unto Shamaim. For ever since the time of our fathers, we have been and are in great sin, even unto this day. And for our sins, our fathers, and for the sins and our fathers, and for, I'm reading that incorrectly. Let me read that one more time. And for our sins and our fathers' sins is what he's saying. We, with our brethren and our kings and our priests, were given up unto the kings of the earth, to the sword and to captivity, and for a prey with shame unto this day. And now, in some measure, have mercy been showed unto us from you, O Yahuwah, that there should be left us a root and a name in the place of your sanctuary, and to discover unto us a light in the house of Yahuwah, our power, and to give us food in a time of our servitude. Yea, when we were in bondage, we were not forsaken of our Yahuwah, but he made us gracious before the king of Persia, so that he gave us food. Yea, and honored the temple of Yahuwah, of our Yahuwah. I don't know why you keep saying of our, I guess it's Adonai, of our Adonai, and raised up the desolation, the desolated Zion, that they have given us to be abiding in Judea and Jerusalem. And now, O Yahuwah, What shall we say, having these things? For we have transgressed your commandments and have given by the hand of your servants the prophets, saying, Slack, we have transgressed your commandments, which you have given by the hands of your prophets, saying that the land which you enter into to possess as an heritage is a land polluted with pollutants of the strangers of the land, and they have filled it with their uncleanness. Therefore now shall you not join your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons. Moreover, you shall not seek to have peace with them, that you may be strong and eat the good things of the land, and that you may that you may leave an inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore. And all that is befallen is done unto us for our wickedness, works of great sin for you, O Yahuwah, did make our sins light. You did give us such you did give unto us such a root, but we have turned back again and transgressed your Torah, and mingled ourselves with the uncleanness of the nations of the land. Mighty is not you, might is not you be angry with us to destroy us till we have left us neither root nor seed nor name. O Yahuwah of Israel, or Adonai of Israel, you are true, for we have left a root this day. Behold, now are we before you in our iniquities, for we cannot stand any longer by reason of these things before you. And as Ezra in his prayer made a supplication, weeping and laying flat unto the ground before the temple, there gathered unto him from Jerusalem a very great multitude of men and women and children, for there was great weeping among the multitude. Then Jechonias, the son of Elias,
Mm-hmm.
one of the sons of Israel, called out and said unto Ezra, we have sinned against Yahuwah power. We have married strange women of the nations of the land, and now is all of Israel aloft. Let us make an oath to Yahuwah that we will put away all our wives, which we have taken of the heathen, with their children. He giving the children to them, like as you have decreed, and as many as do obey the law or the Torah of Yahuwah. Arise and put in execution, for to you do this matter appertain, and we will be with you, do valiantly. So Ezra arose and took an oath of the chief of the priests of the Levites and also Israel to do after the things, and so they swore.
Mm-hmm. Gone.
That's a mouthful.
Indeed. Let me get in there because that was like three chapters for real.
Right in, that was a lot. That was a lot.
God. All right. This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. Then Esdras, rising from the court of the temple, went to the chamber of Yonan, the son of Eliasib, and remained there, and did eat no meat nor drink water, mourning for the great iniquities of the multitude. And there was a proclamation of all Judea and Jerusalem to all them that were of the captivity, that they should be gathered together at Jerusalem, and that whosoever met not there within 2 or 3 days, according as the elders that bear rule appointed, their cattle should be seized to the use of the temple, and himself cast out from them that were of the captivity. And in 3 days were all they of the tribe of Yehuda and Benjamin gathered together at Jerusalem the 20th day of the 9th month. And all the multitude sat trembling in the broad court of the temple because of the present foul weather. So Esdras arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed Torah in marrying strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Yasharal. And now, by confession, give glory unto Yahweh, power of our fathers, and do his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land, and from the strange women. Then cried the whole multitude, and said with a loud voice, Like as you have spoken, so will we do. But for so much as the people are many, and it is foul weather, so that we cannot stand without, and that this is not a work of a day or two, seeing our sin is in these things is spread far. Therefore, let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of our inhabitant of Salakia, verse 12. Therefore, let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of our habitations that have strange wives come at the time appointed, and with them the rulers and judges of every place, till we turn away the wrath of Yahweh from us from this for this matter. Then Jonathan, the son of Aziel, and Ezekias, the son of Theochanis, accordingly took this matter upon them, and Masalam and Levis and Sabbathius helped them, and they that were of the captivity did according to all these things. And Esdras, the priest, chose unto him the principal men of their families, all by name. And in the first day of the 10th month, they sat together to examine the matter. So their cause that held strange wives was brought to an end in the first day of the 1st month. And of the priests that were come together and had strange wives, there were found of the sons of Yehoshua, the son of Yosedek, and his brethren, Matthias, and Eleazar, and Euribus, and Yodanis. And they gave their hands to put away their strange wives, and to offer rams to make reconcilement for their errors. And of the sons of Emer, Ananias, and Zabdias, and Enos, and Samius, and Hiriel, and Azarias, and of the sons of Phasar, Elionatas, Messias, Yasharal, and Nathaniel, and Osidilius, and Talsas, and of the Levites, Jehoshaphat, and Simeus, and Colius, who was called Caulitas, and Pathias, and Judas, and Jonas, of the holy singers, Elazarus, Bacchus, of the porters, Salamus, and Talbans, of them of Yasharal, of the sons of Pharos, Hiramus, and Edius, and Malachias, and Malus, and Eleazar, and Asabias, and Baanias, of the sons of Eli, Mathanias, Zacharias, and Hierelius, and Hiramoth, and Adias, and of the sons of Zamath, Eliadas, Elisimas, Othanias, Jeremoth, and Sapatas, and Sardius, of the sons of Babi, Johannes, and Ananias, Jehoshaphat, and Amatheus, of the sons of Mani, Olamas, Mak Slakia, Mamakus, Yedias, Yezabus, Yasiel, and Hiramoth, and of the sons of Adi, not Athas, and Musias, Lucunus, and Naadas, and Mathanias, and of Sesthel, Balnuas, and Manassas, and of the sons of Anas, Elanas, and Asias, and Malachias, and Zabias, and Simeon, Cosamias, and of the sons of Assam, Altanias, and Matthias, and Baaniah, Eliphalet, and Manassas, and Simei, and of the sons of Maanah, Jeremias, Momedis, Omarus, Yeul, Mabdai, and Peleus, and Anas, Karabasan, and Enasibus, and Mamnatamnamias, Eliasis, Baanas, Eli Ali, Samis, Sesalmias, Nathanias, and of the sons of Ozara, Salakia, Sesis, Ezreal, Azulus, Samatas, Zambis, Josephus, and of the sons of Ithamar, Mazatias, Zabadias, Edis, Uel, Benias. All these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children.
Mm.
And the priests and Levites, and they that were of Yasharal, dwelt in Jerusalem and in the country in the first day of the 7th month. So the children of Yasharal were in their habitations. And the whole multitude came together with one accord into the broad place of the set apart porch toward the east. And they spake unto Esdras the priest and reader, that he would bring the Torah of Moshe that was given of Yahweh, power of Yasharal. So Esdras, the chief priest, brought the Torah unto the whole multitude, from man to woman, and to all the priests, to hear Torah in the first day of the 7th month. And he read in the broad court before the set apart porch from morning unto midday, before both men and women. And the multitude gave heed unto the Torah. And Esdras, the priest and reader of the Torah, stood up upon a pulpit of wood, which was made for that purpose. And there stood up by him Matthias, Samus, Ananias, Azarias, Urias, Ezekias, Balasamus upon the right hand, and upon his left hand stood Phaladias, Messiel, Malachias, Lathasabus, and Nabarias. Then took Esdras the book of the Torah before the multitude, for he sat honorably in the first place in the sight of them all. And when he opened the Torah, they stood all straight up. So Esdras blessed Yahweh, power, most high, the most high of hosts, Almighty, El Shaddai. And all the people answered, so be it. And lifting up their hands, they fell to the ground and worshiped Yahweh. Also, Yahweh Shai, Anus, Sarabias, and Adonias, Jacobus, Sabbatias, Atuas, Maanias, Kalitas, Azrias, and Jehozabadus, and Ananias, Beatas, the Levite, taught the Torah of Yahweh, making them withal to understand it. Then spake at the race unto Esdras the priest, and reading, and to the Levites that taught the multitude, even to all, saying, This day is set apart unto Yahweh. For they all wept when they heard the Torah. Go then and eat the fat, and drink the sweet, and send part to them that have nothing. For this day is set apart unto Yahweh. And be not sorrowful, for Yahweh will bring you to honor. So the Levites published all things to the people, saying, This day is set apart to Yahweh. Be not sorrowful. Then went their way. Then went they their way, every one to eat and drink, and to make merry, and to give part to them that had nothing, and to make great cheer, because they understood the words wherein they were instructed, and for the which they had been assembled. Hallelujah.
Praise to the Father. Yeah, that is that's good that they got their act together. So continuing here to second Ezra chapter 1. We're gonna read chapters 1 and 2, and that'll be it for this today. You want to take one? I'll read 2 if you want me to.
Okay, I can probably knock both of them out.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Yep. All right, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 1, verse 1. The second book of the prophet Esdras, the son of Sarius, the son of Azarias, the son of Hilkias, the son of Sadamias, the son of Sadak, the son of Octob, the son of Achias, the son of Phineas, the son of Heli, the son of Amarias, the son of Izzi, the son of Merimoth, the son of, and he spake unto the of Barith, the son of Abisi, the son of Phineas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, of the tribe of Levi, which was captive in the land of the Medes in the reign of the king of the Persians. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Go your way, and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children. So when we sin, we go off. We're not doing it against ourselves. We're sinning against the Father.
Exactly.
Verse 6. Because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange deities. Am not I?
Again.
Oh, Slakia.
I was just saying, not again.
Yeah, verse 7. Am not I, even he that brought them out of the land of Mizraim, from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath, and despised my counsels. Pull you off their hair, off your head, and cast all evil upon them. For they have not been obedient unto my Torah, but it is as a rebellious people. How long shall I forbear them, into whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power have I smitten down. It's funny that we were just talking about, all these captivities that we've been in. He's destroyed these people.
Yeah, indeed. And here we read it. It's amazing. It seems like every week we talking before, then we get on and we read exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah, Verse 11. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even of Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak you therefore unto them, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moshe for a leader, and Aharon for a priest. I gave you light in a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet have ye forgotten me, saith Yahweh. Thus saith the Almighty Yahweh, the quails were as a token to you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumph not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, Why have you brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Mizrahites than to die in this wilderness.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good.
Oh, I'm down a little bit. Okay. What die in this wilderness?
Verse 19.
19. Okay, my bad. Okay, here we go.
All right. Then had I pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat. So ye did eat Malachim's bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and waters flowed out of your field, out to your field? For the heat I covered you with the leaves of the trees. I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Philistines before you. What shall I yet do more for you, saith Yahweh? Thus saith Almighty Yahweh, when ye were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst, and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree in the water, and made the river sweet. What shall I do unto you, O Yaakov? You, Yehuda, wouldest not obey me. I will turn me to another nation, and unto those will I give my name, that they may keep my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not, as if it were, forsaken me, but your own selves, saith Yahweh. So when we do this, we're forsaking ourselves, man, because
Indeed.
he can't bless us and do what he wants to do with us when we're living like this.
Yeah, you hindering your own self. You putting yourself. It's just like just like your child. Your child go off. You got to cut it. You gotta tighten up on them. The more they go off, the more you got to tighten up.
Indeed.
So all they're doing is hindering themselves.
Come.
Yeah.
Verse 28. Thus saith Almighty Yahweh, have I not prayed you as your father his sons? Man, you just said that.
Yeah.
As a mother her daughter, and a nurse her young babes, that ye would be my people, and I should be your power, that ye would be my children, and I should be your father. I gather you together as a hen gathered her chickens under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. When ye offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your solemn feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions have I forsaken. I sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hand, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Almighty Yahweh, your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind do stubble, and your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and done the thing that is evil before me. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which, not having heard of me yet, shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Oseas, Amos, Micah, Joel, Abdias, and Jonas, Nahum, and Habakkuk, Sophonias, Haggaius, Zechariah, and Malachi, which is called also unto the angel of Yahweh.
I think he was talking about us right there.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
People who they will believe all I say. Like, yeah, we believe. they're gonna take those prophets as leaders. He talking about us. Like, wow.
Yeah, some people would try to argue that might be talking about the church, but the church, you ask them, they're gonna tell you that we don't have to read the Old Testament,
No,
and those books are all found in the so-called Old Testament.
exactly. They're not dealing with things in the righteous order. We're the ones trying to get back to righteousness because we're the ones that got the promise. And though we haven't seen these things as he mentioned, yet we believe it and we waiting. That's why we keeping the Sabbath. That's why we keeping these commandments. That's why we doing the things that the Most High have listed in the prophets that he would please him and not going against what he said do.
Come.
Yeah.
All right. This is the book of second address, chapter 2, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsels. The mother that bare them saith unto them, go your way, ye children, for I am a widow and forsaken. I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For ye have sinned before Yahweh your power, and done that thing that is evil before him. But what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow and forsaken. Go your way, O my children, and ask mercy of Yahweh. As for me, O Father, I call upon you for a witness over the mother of these children, which would not keep my covenant, that you bring them to confusion and their mother to a spoil. Yeah, this talking about the land, and it's talking
Mm-hmm.
about the mother would be Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm. Indeed,
Did I finish all that verse? Let's
so
see.
spoil.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Khan.
yeah.
Let me start from the top.
Go ahead.
That you bring them to confusion and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the Eretz,
Mm.
for they have despised my covenant.
My goodness.
Woe be unto you, Assur, you that hidest the unrighteous in you. O you wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in clods of pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith Almighty Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh unto Esdras, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Yasharal. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ornament of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Take Shemaim and Arek to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces and created the good. For I live, saith Yahweh. Mother, embrace your children and bring them up with gladness. Make their feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen you, saith Yahweh. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves. For I have known my name in Yasharal. Fear not, you mother of the children, for I have chosen you, saith Yahweh. For your help will I send my servant Esau and Jeremy. I wonder who
Gotta
this
be,
is.
it's got to be,
Isaiah.
yeah, and Yirmiyahu.
Yeah, Karnak. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
After whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for you 12 trees laden with diverse fruits, and as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grows roses and lilies, whereby I will fill your children with joy. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and the weak, Laugh not at lame man to scorn. Defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness. Keep the old and young within thy walls. Wheresoever you findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give you the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people, and take your rest, for thy quietness still come. Nourish your children, O you good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given you, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among your number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but you shall be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy you, but they shall be able to do nothing against you, saith Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Verse 29. My hand shall cover you, so that your children shall not see Sheol.
Yo.
Be joyful, O you mother, with your children, for I will deliver you, saith Yahweh. Remember your children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the Eretz, and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith Yahweh Almighty.
Mhm.
Embrace your children until I come, and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. I received the charge of Yahweh upon Mount Horeb, that I should go into Yasharal. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandments of Yahweh. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Oh, receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that led you, Slakia, and giving thanks unto him that hath led you to the heavenly kingdom. Arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that sealed in the feast of Yahweh. Slakia, verse 38. Arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of Yahweh, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of Yahweh. Take your number, O Sion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the Torah of Yahweh. The number of your children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yahweh, that your people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahweh with songs.
Mhm.
And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled, at greatly. So I asked the Malik and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and received palms.
Mhm.
Then said I unto the Malik, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? That's Mashiach.
Yeah, I can do that.
Verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High,
Yes,
whom
indeed.
they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh. Then the Malik said unto me, Go your way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of Yahweh, your power, thou hast seen.
All praises, man.
Hallelujah.
That is indeed. That was a look. This is another underrated book.
Uh-huh.
All praises, Doc. That was man. That was good stuff. That was good stuff. That was I got to tweet that verse the second chapter. He said the heathen won't be able to mess with you. I got to tweet that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send that out. I'm gonna get to it after we get off here. Final thoughts. Today we read from chapter number 6 to 9, and then the first two chapters in Second Ezra, and it was good stuff. I always hate to see my people in folly. There's never a good feeling. There's never a good situation. We had just been delivered, and yet here our people were again doing evil in the sight of our power. I don't understand that. You was just in captivity. But, the Most High said that when we come out of here, he's going to purge out the rebels. So you're going to have some of our people right with us that's going to be acting up, and they're going to get purged out. So we got to be mindful of that and be ready to move out the way. Because when they start acting up and judgment come, don't be in the way. Even though the Abba is perfect to judge exactly how he needs to, I'm not trying to twist my ankle and the ground opening up to swallow him or these ones over here. So, and I wonderful read, good information, and it's good, but it's hard. Some of it is hard to digest, but it's necessary. It's very necessary. So I'm thankful to the Abba that we're able to get into this book. Most High willing, we'll finish it next week, and we'll move into Maccabees the week after, and we'll go through those books as well. So praise to the Father. Go ahead, Doc.
Man, all praises to the Most High, that this was recorded. The Most High continues to deal with his people. I know it seems like we're in a point of darkness now in regards to perhaps not really having a prophet like how our ancestors had prophets. We need to do some research to see, because it seems like at every point of the way there was a prophet of the Most High. I would venture to say that it was, in the I want to say in the late 1890s. I forget his name, but he's accredited with I think his last name was Cherry, but he's accredited with being the father of what society calls modern Hebrew Israelitisms. It's a self-made title, that they kind of made up, but he was the first one that said that we are indeed the children of Yasharal. Also, began calling the people to return to the Most High in spirit and in truth. But every point of the way, man, there was somebody to lead the people, man, and I'm convinced that continued, man, just based on everything that we've covered thus far.
Indeed.
Very good book. Looking forward to getting in and covering the rest of it. But I digress.
Praises to the Father. Praises to the Father, man. This is a barakah. Be able to do this all these years later, to read these recordings, and it is magnificent. Praises to the Father. I can't say it enough. We're gonna close out here. We right at an hour and 49 minutes. So we're gonna close out with the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter number 12 and verse number 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It is so very imperative and so very important that in the midst of it all, that we are fearing the Most High and keeping his commandments. Why? Because this is the whole reason that we are here. To understand everything that we've gone through and everything that we've endured, everything that we've read, from all the stories that we've heard, all of these things that we had to suffer were avoidable if we would have only feared the Most High and kept his commandments. Why? Because this is the reason that we were made. I am your Akazaki Yahoo, joined by my most esteemed Kenaniah, giving all praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom Wabarukim. That is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together, and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High power, under one covenant. Until that day, Shabbat Shalom, family.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Mr. Pakai.
Praises to the Father.